Okay, for breakfast, many of us can think of oatmeal, but John and I think that looks kind of naked. So we decided to dress up our bowls for you, and you'll decide which one looks better to you. But our choices today are fresh raspberries, chia seeds, excellent for omega-3s, just like walnuts. We have dried cranberries, dried cherries, currants, and raisins. This is ground flaxseed, ground up granola, little treat idea, cocoa, carob, pecans, and cinnamon. And John's got 2 secret ingredients.
So what we've done here is we've taken some dried papaya, and what I did is I soaked it overnight, okay? And what happens is when you soak it, it basically rehydrates because it was dry, it was a juicy papaya, and then they dehydrate, they suck the water out basically. So we rehydrated it, but the secret is, since most people want their oatmeal flavored, so instead of using something sweet like a regular sugar or even something like maple syrup, which adds a lot of calorie load and spikes the blood sugar and really doesn't have nutrients, here what we're gonna do is we're gonna add some of the liquid from the soaked mango or papaya or whatever it is we choose, and we put it in there as our sweetener, and then we just keep doing that. We just keep adding water throughout the next couple days, and eventually all the sugar is going to be out of the papaya or mango or whatever fruit, and then we use this fruit then in our salad because it's not very sweet, but it's a good source of fiber and still some antioxidants. So this is a great way to sweeten up your oatmeal.
And before we do start dressing it up a bit, realize that oatmeal is very high in soluble fiber. Basically, fiber comes in insoluble and soluble. The soluble is the soaking, spongy kind of fiber that is like a time-release mechanism of all the sugars you eat and the vitamins and minerals you eat as your food moves through the intestines. So the intestines squeeze the food, release a little bit of sugar, squeeze the food, release. Oh, it's a beautiful system. On the way out, remember this is 30 feet from your mouth to your rear end. On your way out, that empty fiber is now ready to soak up all the toxins and fats and things that your body wants to get rid of anyways for excretion. So oatmeal really is a powerhouse food.
There is one particular fiber in the oatmeal called beta-glucan, which does bring down blood sugar and cholesterol very efficiently along with triglycerides. So it's very good for people who have high blood sugar or high cholesterol.
So let's get dressing.
Okay. So what do we have here?
Okay, I'm a fruit person, so I'm putting in the cranberries, the cherries.
So cranberries are naturally, if you've heard of a lot of people who get urinary tract infections, they'll recommend cranberry juice. Unfortunately, most cranberry juice is really just water and cranberry flavor. So there's particular ingredients in cranberries and blueberries that prevent E. coli from adhering to the lining of the bladder wall. So that's what we're using today is the pure cranberry.
And I'm also using the chia seeds. Like I said, these are omega-3 powerhouses. We'll get to that a little bit later in the DVD. But omega-3s are essential fatty acids. We need them every day.
What I'm going to do in my oatmeal, I've already sweetened it a little bit with the papaya sugar, which is just natural in there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another source of omega-3, which is ground flaxseed. So I'm going to put a little bit of ground flaxseed on there, sprinkle it on there. And remember, flaxseed is one of the highest sources of omega-3. And in our diet today in America, most people are getting too much omega-6, which can create inflammation. So as we add omega-3 to the diet, it reduces inflammation. And remember, heart disease, Alzheimer's, we're loaded with a lot of different inflammatory diseases today. So we want to bring down inflammation, and flaxseed is one of the best ways to do it. It's also a good source of boron, which is a very important trace mineral for bones.
You all set there?
Yes, the only thing that I'm going to add on to it next would be just a little bit of almond milk. So almond milk, rice milk, or maybe soy milk. I'm going to add on there just a little bit. And if I choose to, if I want a little bit more calories, I could add some fruit to it. So if I think I'm going to have an active day and a little extra calories, I'll add a little bit of fruit in there.
If John Pierre's going to have an active day, trust me, every day's an active day. Okay, you decide.
Who's the best dressed? Well, once again, Dr. Saunders wins, I think.